Okay, this video is about skincare, and some of it's a little bit extreme, but I'll just tell you about it and then you can decide. About 40 years ago, they started telling us how much skin absorbs or is absorbable. And a lot of these ideas center around that idea. About 30 years ago, I started getting rashes on my face. And I had always had good skin, never had any problems. But then one day I saw on the news that Dial Soap Company had a toxic spill. And so I thought if Dial has a toxic spill, it can't be good stuff. So in my mind, I decided not to use soap anymore. And I haven't used soap for the last 30 years. I use a wash rag, and I always use the cheap ones because they're a little rougher, and they clean better, and they exfoliate better. So I use wash rags to wash everything. But if I get dirty hands, obviously I had to use soap. But then we got some homemade soap given to us. And it's called a lye soap, and it's what the old timers used to use. And they used to make them out of wood ashes. But there's recipes you can get on YouTube to make it. And you can either get lye or you can make the lye out of the wood ashes. And I found that I really like it. But first I just used it on my hands. And to wash my hair, I did buy some shampoo from a health food store. And that's what I was using. But I switched to wash my hair with this. And it seemed to work fine. And then I noticed one day, I used to have a kind of a spot on my forehead that I kept asking the doctor about. And he said, "Oh, don't worry about it. You can't do anything about it." And I tried different creams and all kinds of stuff and never could get rid of it. But when I washed my hair with this soap, I obviously had to wash that spot. Well, the spot went away. So, well, I don't know. I think it was the soap, but you can decide. So that's what I use, soap. And deodorant, I used to get from health food stores and tried different ones and didn't much like them, and some of them made a rash. And so I decided to use apple cider vinegar. And I've been using apple cider vinegar for, I don't know, almost the same 30 years. I just popped the ball out of an old roll-on, pour the vinegar in there, and that's what I use. But if you don't want to do that, it's a lot easier just to take any kind of spray bottle and use it. But I really like it. It does the job for me. I don't know if it would for everybody, but and I figured it can't be. It's supposed to be good for you anyway, so that's what I use for deodorant. I went to electric razor, so I didn't have to use shaving cream. My mom worked in a factory that made shaving cream, and they put all kinds of stuff in it. So I don't use the razor anymore. I use electric razor. For dry skin, I use coconut oil, or for rashes or anything else. And I also use it like if I'm going to be out in the sun, because I don't use sunscreen. I don't use bug spray. One time I was in the airport and I was sitting waiting for a plane, and I noticed two ladies. They weren't together, but they were standing pretty close together. And they were about the same age, probably middle 60s, somewhere in there. And one of them looked like she was kind of normal. She had quite a bit of makeup on, maybe a little bit of a hard life. And the other one looked kind of like a wallflower and didn't have any makeup on. And the one that had makeup on, her face was real leathery. And the other one was soft as, it was just smooth and no wrinkles. So I don't know if you ladies want to quit using makeup. If it were me, I would. Or creams or any other thing on your skin. You can use the coconut oil for a lot of things. And so that's some of my extreme ideas for taking care of your skin. I think God gave us these bodies, and I just figure I want to try and take care of it. And this is just one way I decided to do it. So that's some crazy ideas about skin. You choose for yourself what you want to do. I'm no expert. It's just stuff that helps me. All right. Thank you.